everyone, welcome back. Tina here. Today I'm doing a little bit of a different kind of a video. I am not calling this video my New Year's resolutions. I don't really do those. However, I love the idea of January. I love the idea of a new year because there's something about opening a planner and just seeing a blank slate before you that it reminds you that your world is filled with endless possibilities. And last year, just before Christmas, I worked myself to like this close to a nervous breakdown. I really did. I was vlogging almost daily. I was working a full-time job, being the whole mom and wife thing, maintaining the house. The holidays were upon us, and I was trying to get all of that done and record it all on the footage for YouTube, and yeah, it was a disaster. And so literally the day after Christmas, I just like put on the brakes, stopped everything, and took stock of the bigger picture. And I was looking online on YouTube for, organizational videos, how to find that home life balance, how to get it all done, how to not lose your sanity. I was overwhelmed, and part of it is my own fault. I am a workaholic. I will literally work until my body collapses. I'm also a perfectionist, which I need to not be, but I don't know how to be anything else. I really don't. Ever since I was a child, I was always looking for that pat on the back or that, hey, wow, that's awesome. When I was little, the best thing that could happen to me was to get praised by my parents. When I went to school, I was always tops of my class and I would be praised by the teachers. And when I got to high school, I was not a popular kid in high school. In fact, I was bullied a lot. The other children, I didn't fit in high school. My brother is handicapped, and he was born when I was 9 years old. And then I also had a sister who was born when I was 8 years old. So I grew up really fast, just because my parents were very occupied with raising my brother and keeping him alive. A lot of raising of my sister fell on me at a very early age. It's not that my parents were neglectful in any way, shape, or form. I had amazing parents. I really did, and I love them dearly. But they couldn't be in two places at once. They couldn't be at the hospital for 8 hours a day, sometimes weeks at a time, and be home with my sister. So I grew up fast out of necessity. I really did. I grew up fast, but my family needed me. And then later on in high school, my mom came down very ill. She actually had a tumor in her brain, and she had to have brain surgery. And so even more responsibilities fell on my shoulders because my father worked second shift. And I didn't fit in high school because a lot of the antics that my friends would be doing in high school, I just looked at them as being just really childish. And I didn't know how to even have that kind of fun. I really didn't. So I didn't fit in high school. So when my teachers would praise me, that meant something to me. And so I've carried that on through my whole life, being a perfectionist, being a workaholic, being an overachiever. And I will do that until I'm on the verge of collapse. And I don't want to be that way. I really don't. And so last year for January, I picked the one little word, and the word I focused on last year was the word less. I needed to have less, I needed to do less, I needed to be responsible for less. And I really embraced that word. And Project Me was born from that word less. You guys, if you want to go back and rewatch the videos, they're there from last end of December, beginning of January, where you see me purging my house, cleaning everything, just getting rid of stuff, downsizing from my purse to my closet to my wardrobe to the sheer volume of possessions we owned. And I enjoyed that process. That was when I kind of adopted the attitude of hygge, the, you know, coziness at home, that feeling of warmth. And I created an entire action plan around the word less. And I really did try hard to focus on that throughout this past year. I will say though that there was a side effect to my attitude of less. And the side effect was regret. All of a sudden, the thing that I ended up doing less of the most was the vlog. I went from putting up 3 videos a week to putting up 2 videos a week to putting up 1 video a week that was really, really long. And I'm not going to say I got any hate from my subscribers. Honestly, you guys have been really supportive, and you have no idea how much I appreciate and love your support. 2 reasons. 1, it lets me know I'm satisfying you guys, and 2, it gives me that pat on the back that apparently I seem to really need in this life. But by the same token, I was feeling regret. I was feeling like, oh, I'm letting you guys down. I'm doing a little less around the house. I'm letting my family down. I didn't do less when it comes to the teaching front. In fact, if anything, I seemed to last year redouble my efforts in teaching. I suddenly was like on every committee, every training available. I gave up my entire summer vacation to go to summer trainings and summer institutes to become even better at my craft, which was good because I learned a lot, but it was also bad because my summer vacation went by like that and school started again, and I kind of felt like I didn't really get a summer vacation because I spent so much of my summer devoted to learning the MESA units, to preparing for the new grade level. It was a lot. So the first like 6 months of the year, I was feeling pretty good about less. But then when the second 6 months of 2017 came along, I was starting to feel regret that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't doing all that I should have been doing. You know, in the month of September and even the first half of October, I didn't put up any vlogs because I was in a brand new grade level. I had an overwhelmingly needy caseload of children this year who have come a long way. But September and October, they were rough. It was really, really rough. I was really overwhelmed. I had special needs children that I was not accustomed to having taught any experience in the past with. And so like I didn't pick up the camera for 6 weeks. I mean, it just didn't happen because I didn't even know how to fit it in. And I started getting emails from people and comments, you know, hey, where are you? I hate when my YouTubers disappear. At least let us know what's going on. And I tried posting some things on Instagram, but I know not all of you are on Instagram. But so right away, those feelings of insecurity kicked in, and suddenly I was like, oh my God, I'm not perfect. I'm failing at this. And so this is where this new word for 2018 has come into play. And the word I've picked this year, I've already shared it on Instagram, and it seemed to get an overwhelmingly high response from a lot of people. But the word I'm picking this year is enough. Basically the phrase, I am enough. And it's the word I really want to focus on this year. That my vlog, it is good enough. My teaching, it is good enough. I know I'm good at teaching, so I need to cut myself some slack. Parenting, am I always perfect at parenting? No. But you know what? I am good enough at being a parent. I've been doing it for 17 years. I've devoted my entire life to the upkeep and the raising of children. My house, it is clean enough. Because the truth is, I could spend 24 hours a day cleaning, and it's never really done. Because no sooner is something cleaned, it gets messy, because life happens, and life is messy, and children are messy, and husbands are messy, and pets are messy. And at some point, I have to learn how to say enough. Yes. So that is the word I am focusing on for 2018. Enough. But I have to say, I find, even though I know that's what I want, it's a very different word from the word less. With the word less, I could go KonMari. I could go minimalism. I could create an action plan. I'm going to do this and this and this and this and this. I'm going to share it on YouTube. And when I'm all done, people are going to say, good job, Tina. Enough doesn't work like that. I can't really make an action plan for the word enough, because basically that word, the part of things being enough means acceptance. That I have to be able to accept that I have done enough, that it's okay. And that is not easy for me, because I am my own worst critic. I can be my own worst enemy. I am my own slave driver. So I'm actually thinking about signing up to the workshops. I think her name is Allie Edwards. Oh, there's a creator for what's called One Little Word. And she actually has a workshop that you can sign up for. I'll link it in the description box below. I haven't even joined it yet, but I think I'm going to, because I am willing to accept the fact that I think I need help with the word enough. Because since I can't sit down and make a plan of action, I can't sit down and say, you know, if I just do A, B, C, D, E, I've done it. Voila, there it is. This one doesn't work that way. This one is more of a mental thing. It's my own mental block that I have to get over somehow. So I'm probably going to join that workshop and buy the kit. I know she has a kit, and you spend time every month working on your word, making some kind of mental game plan for your word, working on acceptance of what here's the goal. How are you going to get there? How am I going to learn to say enough is enough? It's good enough. I am enough. And for the record, this is coming entirely from me. This is not Bill. Bill has never looked at me and told me I'm not enough. Bill is forever the person telling me to sit down. Will you just stop already? Sit down and take a break. Well, no, but I didn't do this yet. I got to do that. You know, my boys have never looked at me and said that I'm not enough. This feeling of I'm not enough is coming 100% from inside of me. So I am going to try to tackle that this year, because I was really happy with the less. I really was, until the feelings of guilt kicked in and the feeling of that I wasn't doing enough. So this is the first video in probably what will be several coming up on this topic. If I join the program, I will definitely share it with you. If I purchase the kit, I will definitely share it with you. And as I go through this process, I will be sharing it with you because that's what I do. So if you have picked one little word this year that is your goal word for 2018, definitely share it down below. I know yesterday and the day before, I was actually on Instagram looking for the hashtag one little word or hashtag OLW. I saw there is a Facebook community for one little word, but you have to be a member of the actual program to join the Facebook community. So, but yeah, I would love to see what you're tackling this year. And if you are part of the One Little Word community, I'm very curious to hear your experiences. I do know I have watched a couple of YouTube videos, but the YouTube videos don't really explain the community as much as it explains everyone's binder or their journal. So I did watch a couple of those, and I'll be honest, I'm kind of into the concept of the journal because that's something tangible. It's something I can touch. It's an action plan. It's something that I can do. Whereas right now I'm feeling like I know what I want, but I don't know what to do to get there. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video for now. I hope what I said makes sense because it seems to make sense to me, but I'm not sure if it makes sense to you. You know, we're all just kind of, we're all growing. We never stop growing, and this is just me still trying, even in my 40s, to continue to grow into being the person I want to be. So, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me in the future, click that subscribe button, and I look forward to hearing from you guys, and I'll definitely talk to you guys later.